Good evening, I'm Linton Wilson, and I'm here to give you my teaching philosophy. I hope you enjoy it as well as I do. First of all, students who are provided a positive and safe environment where creative thinking is encouraged, understanding problems, have different paths to solutions, and respect for one another's accomplishments through socialization and teamwork can produce metacognitive learning. In order to establish this environment, a teacher must be a master of the material and a mentor in which students can identify and role model long past the instruction set into future applications. With those high goals to fill, I do not take these challenges lightly. As a teacher, my goals are to pique the interest in the material through personal experience, both with successes and failure, to develop dialogue and problem solving through classroom discussions and small group-based scenarios. I want students to be excited about what they're learning and to be effective in identifying the problem, being able to come up with a viable solution, and implement the solution by using teamwork to get the final result. The ultimate goal is for my students to be able to assimilate the learning in their own lives and continue to improve upon the subject for future endeavors. Some of the methods I will use in the classroom will be very widespread. I begin the day with enthusiasm about the subject and identifying real-world problems that may occur. I greet each student and hopefully encourage them to identify these problems with me. I will role model my sharing experience of both positive and negative during my lecturing. I will employ both open discussion and small group-based discussions on specific items of the overall topic. Hands-on simulations and projects will test the group's knowledge of the subject and their hypothesis in order to develop a viable solution. I will assess the students' understanding through mentoring their group sessions and opening discussions of the subject matter. I will give appropriate feedback and clarification of the material when the topic is not understood. Testing or assessing of their knowledge, both through hands-on and practical exercises and tests of the subject matter, will help me find shortcomings of understanding and a need for clarification or retraining. I can also set the pace of the classroom by watching and observing and taking these assessments. The most important thing that students should gain from my instruction is they should be able to identify problems from past experience, be able to employ current techniques and skills to come up with a solution to avoid past mistakes in the future. Most students have a hard time relating to the material as they are not exposed to it by experience. By using visualization, simulation, and group discussions, these students can at least try to identify with the subject matter and engage as a member of the team to assist them in getting comfortable with the material at hand. An example would be someone who is not familiar with driving because they lived in New York and did not need a car to travel, mostly subways. Suddenly, they're in a rural country miles away from public transportation. The group who is experienced at driving shows the person basic controls, gives them a large field to practice, and then instructs them on the rules. Even though the person may have never driven, however, they have the experience and the ability to, and only then can they pursue a license to drive. As stated before, I take my role as a mentor and role model seriously. In order to be the master of my craft, I must continue to learn. I will maintain membership in my professional organization. I will attend seminars and keep myself informed on new technologies related in my field of study. As for my teaching ability, I will request feedback from my own mentors, peers, and students of my strengths as well as weaknesses. I will look at constructive feedback and try to employ new methods in which to grow as a teacher. My ultimate goal is to have a student who takes my knowledge, builds upon the motto of our profession, and transforms that profession into something greater to pass on to future generations. Thank you.